All right, welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're going to dive into a pretty amazing technical blueprint. It's all about how to build your very own personal, decentralized bank, or DEB, on the Apertum blockchain. And this isn't just some high-level theory, This is a step-by-step manual for really taking control of your finances. So let's get right into it.
This claim right here from our source material really gets to the heart of the whole thing. We're not just talking about some new crypto tools. The ultimate promise, the big idea, is about a fundamental shift in who has financial control. It's about you reclaiming your own sovereignty in this new digital economy.
Okay, so what's the actual plan? Let's unpack this blueprint. The guide breaks the whole process down into 3 main stages. But before we can even think about building anything, we have to get our tools together. First things first, right? We got to assemble the toolkit. The guide is very specific here. There are 4 essential components you're going to need before you can even start. Think of these as the absolute foundational pillars for your personal bank. So first up, you need a secure device, a phone, tablet, computer. The basics. Next, you need a MetaMask wallet. This is going to be your front door, your gateway into this whole ecosystem. Then, you'll need to set up a DAO1 account, which is for governance and some special tools. And finally, a LinkHub account, which basically becomes the user-friendly dashboard for your new bank. So, with our toolkit ready to go, we can finally move on to stage 1, laying the foundation. This whole stage is about setting up and connecting your core accounts. It's all about creating that solid gateway into the decentralized system.
And, the process itself is actually pretty straightforward. First, you install that MetaMask wallet and get it connected to the Apertum network. Simple enough. Next, you sign up for LinkHub. That's going to be your main interface. And finally, you register for a KYC-approved DAO1 account. That's what gives you access to the governance part and other key tools.
Now for stage 2, and this is where it gets really interesting. We're building the financial engines, we've laid the foundation, and now it's time to add the components that actually make your DEB work. The parts that can generate returns and manage your assets automatically.
This stage involves 3 key moves. First, you acquire miners through your DAO1 account to start earning passive rewards for helping secure the network. Second, you fire up the TradeBot for automated portfolio management. And third, you provide liquidity to a DEX pool, which lets you earn a slice of the trading fees.
Okay, let's just pause on that term for a sec. ChainTradeBot. What is it exactly? Well, think of it as your own automated trading tool. You activate it through your DAO1 account, and it's designed to use Apertum's super fast network to automatically execute trades and help optimize your portfolio.
And all of that brings us to the final construction phase, stage 3, the lodge. This is where you bring all those individual pieces we've talked about together into one single customized portal that you and only you control. This table here, it's basically your DEB's control panel. It's the whole command center. Inside your LinkHub portal, you integrate all these tools. You've got an Explorer so you can see every transaction transparently, a bridge to move assets around, a DEX for all your trading, your DAO1 account to manage operations, and you can even link a payment card for spending in the real world. It's the whole shebang. Okay, lastly, the guide gives us some really crucial ground rules and some of the why behind the tech. This is kind of like the fine print, but it's the fine print that explains how to run your DEB securely and why the specific technology was even chosen in the first place. So the guide really hammers home a few key rules for security. This whole setup is designed for personal use only. You don't want to get into any regulatory gray areas. It's absolutely critical to keep your portal link private, and it's smart to create different accounts for different things to limit your risk. But the bottom line is, everything is secured by smart contracts, which means you always have full control.
But all this begs a really important question. Why build all this on the Apertum blockchain? Of all the options out there, why this one? Well, the source points to a few key technical advantages that make it a really good fit for something as high stakes as a personal bank.
First up is just sheer speed. The Apertum network can handle 4,500 transactions per second. That kind of massive capacity is absolutely essential for any financial system if you want to avoid getting bogged down when things get busy.
And the other side of that speed coin is finality. It's not just about how many transactions, it's how fast they become permanent. On Apertum, transactions are confirmed in just 1 to 2 seconds. That is nearly instant. It makes everything feel as fast and reliable as a traditional bank, but it's all running on decentralized rails.
The source also points to a few other core features. It's built for rock-solid reliability, kind of like Avalanche, and it's EVM compatible, which means it works with familiar tools like MetaMask. It uses a deflationary token model, which is designed to preserve value over time. And it's all secured by this unique proof of finality consensus mechanism, which is what makes that incredible transaction speed possible.
So what's the big takeaway here? This blueprint offers a really powerful vision of what financial independence could look like. But it also makes it crystal clear that to operate on this new frontier, well, it takes technical skill, and you've got to be diligent. So is this the future of personal finance? It's a complex question for sure, but a pretty fascinating possibility to think about. Thanks for watching.